Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Ngọc Duy and here's what's happening across the world today.
Party chief attends ceremony marking Vietnam's 30 years of ASEAN membership. Party chief meets Vietnamese community in Indonesia. Vietnam, Indonesia elevate ties to comprehensive strategic partnership. India lifts ban on 100% broken rice exports, no impact on Vietnam. VinFast named among top 500 best companies 2025 by Time.
Vietnamese Party General Secretary To Lum attended and delivered a keynote policy speech at a ceremony, which was held to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Vietnam's accession to ASEAN in Jakarta, Indonesia, on March 10 morning on the occasion of his official visit to the ASEAN Secretariat. The Vietnamese party chief highlighted ASEAN's achievements over the past 6 decades, emphasizing the bloc's important contributions to, and its central role in maintaining peace, stability and cooperation in the region. He also pointed out new challenges and opportunities facing ASEAN. The top Vietnamese leader outlined a number of key directions for ASEAN to grow stronger and reinforce its central role in the regional architecture, noting that the group needs innovative mindset and sharp strategies to create breakthroughs for regional connectivity and cooperation. ASEAN is a key pillar in Vietnam's foreign policy and an integral part of its development and integration strategy, he stated. Regarding Vietnam's foreign policy and guidelines in the new era, the party chief affirmed that Vietnam is ready to make more positive and proactive contributions to the world politics, the global economy and the human civilization. Speaking at the ceremony, ASEAN Secretary General Dr. Cao Kim Horn, ambassadors and heads of delegations of several member countries, and partners highly appreciated Vietnam's proactive and positive role in ASEAN over the past 30 years. The ambassadors highly appreciated General Secretary Lum's policy speech with his profound assessments, comments and Vietnam's vision on ASEAN. After the ceremony celebrating the 30th anniversary of Vietnam's accession to ASEAN, a special art program was held featuring the performance by Vietnamese artists.
Party General Secretary To Lum visited the Vietnamese embassy and met with the staff of representative agencies and the Vietnamese community in Indonesia on March 9, as part of his ongoing trip to the country. At present, the Vietnamese community in Indonesia has over 500 members. Although the community remains modest in size, some Vietnamese businesses have successfully established their brands and made a mark in the local market. Community representatives expressed their confidence that Vietnam's growing international position serves as a source of motivation, inspiring overseas Vietnamese to stay connected to their roots. They also expressed gratitude for the party and state's continued support for Vietnamese communities abroad, particularly in Indonesia. At the event, Party General Secretary Lum highlighted that his visit to Indonesia takes place as the two countries celebrate 70 years of diplomatic relations. He commended the Vietnamese community in Indonesia who, though smaller than in some other countries, have worked diligently, achieved business success, and made positive contributions to their host society. On the occasion, General Secretary Lum also held a brief meeting with representatives from Vietnam's permanent mission to ASEAN.
Vietnam and Indonesia on March 10 upgraded their ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership, marking a significant milestone in celebration of the 70th anniversary of their diplomatic relations. The agreement was reached during talks between General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee, To Lum, and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto in Jakarta. Prabowo emphasized the special significance of the Vietnamese leader's visit, noting that it coincides with the 70th anniversary of Vietnam-Indonesia diplomatic relations, and serves as a strong impetus for advancing the bilateral partnership. For his part, General Secretary Lum underlined that Vietnam always attaches great importance to and gives top priority to relations with Indonesia, a leading important country in the region. The leaders hailed the remarkable progress in bilateral ties over the past 70 years, especially since the establishment of bilateral strategic partnership in 2013. They affirmed that the upgrade of bilateral ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership is a historic milestone, bringing their ties to a new era of cooperation that is deeper, more comprehensive and substantive for the benefit of the two countries' people as well as peace, development and prosperity of ASEAN and the world. Lum and Prabowo affirmed their commitment to deepening political. They pledged to effectively implement bilateral cooperation mechanisms, and soon develop an action program to fully leverage and elevate collaboration across all fields. Discussing regional and international issues of mutual concern, the two sides emphasized the importance of maintaining peace, security, stability, safety, and freedom of navigation and overflight in the East Sea. They also called for the full implementation of the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the East Sea (DOC), and the acceleration of negotiations for an effective and substantive Code of Conduct (COC) in the East Sea.
Trade Councillor Boy Trung Thuong pointed to two main reasons behind India's decision. First, the country's rice cultivation area and production are projected to keep growing, leading to high stockpiles that need to be released. Second, concerns over food security, which previously prompted India to impose the ban, have now been effectively addressed. Commenting on India's policy shift, Thuong affirmed that it is a positive development for Vietnam.
When India imposed the ban, many Vietnamese businesses face difficulties. Vietnam regularly imports this type of rice for animal feed, noodle production, ethanol processing, and re-export. Meanwhile, Vietnam's rice cultivation area has not increased and is even declining due to saltwater intrusion in the Mekong Delta. Although lower rice prices may temporarily impact exporters, in the long run, this will be beneficial for Vietnam.
India initially banned exports of 100% broken rice in September 2022 and extended restrictions to regular white rice in 2023. During this period, Vietnam and Thailand emerged as the biggest beneficiaries of India's export ban. While Vietnam's rice export volume did not increase, higher prices led to a record-breaking surge in export revenue last year. Global rice prices have soared, climbing from around $450 per ton to a peak of $700 per ton for 5% broken rice. However, recently, global rice prices have seen a sharp decline, with 5% broken rice from Vietnam and Thailand dropping by 38 to 45%. Looking ahead, rice prices are expected to remain stable at current levels and are unlikely to decline further.
Global rice production this year is forecast to rise, possibly by up to 10 million tons, however. Rice is being used for a range of purposes beyond daily consumption, including ethanol production and industrial applications.
Given this situation, Thuong made several recommendations for Vietnamese businesses, including focusing on quality by following India's approach in developing high-quality rice varieties and designating geographical indications to build a strong brand. He also said it is necessary for businesses to diversify markets and sales channels by expanding export destinations and exploring new sales strategies. Vietnamese businesses should maintain existing market share even in regions where Vietnam's rice exports remain limited, making efforts to sustain and expand its presence.
The US's Time magazine has unveiled its list of the Asia-Pacific's best companies of 2025, featuring 500 standout firms across the region. Notably, Vietnam's automaker VinFast secured the 101st position in the list. This accolade places VinFast among the firms shaping the region's role in global business, underscoring its increasing impact to the Asia-Pacific's sustainable economic and social development. Time editors note that, while much of the world was mired in geopolitical uncertainty during 2024, businesses across the Asia-Pacific enjoyed an upbeat year. VinFast, which ranks 101st, outperformed numerous established automotive brands, and stands as the sole Vietnamese company in the top 200. VinFast received a total score of 89.01 in the evaluation. The company showed consistent revenue growth and performed well in the Sustainability Transparency category, exceeding the performance of several established companies in the areas of societal contributions and carbon emission reductions, as well as its involvement in the global green revolution. In addition, the company's 100th position in the employee satisfaction criterion reflects a positive and cohesive workplace. This suggests VinFast's involvement in the sustainable economic and social development of the Asia-Pacific region. This marks VinFast's second consecutive year on Time's lists. Last year, the company was recognized among the top 100 most influential companies worldwide, Time 100 Most Influential Companies 2024. Time, a globally influential magazine headquartered in New York City, boasts a 101-year legacy. With a presence spanning 5 continents, Time is renowned for shaping public discourse through its insightful analysis of political, economic, cultural, and scientific development.